Hi friends, for those who don't know me, my name is Miss Jordan and I am the Youth Education Coordinator at MOA. Thank you so much for joining us for another week of MOA's Mini Masters at Home program. In keeping with our traditional Mini Master format, today we're going to start off with an art discussion, followed by story time, and conclude with an art project. In this first video, we will have both our art discussion as well as story time. Then on our website, wisconsinart.org, there will be a second video in which we will have the art project. In addition, there will be a PDF file on our website that will list all of the supplies needed for today's project. This week's theme is all about comics. Last Saturday, we had our newest exhibition open at MOA, and it is called Wisconsin Funnies, 50 Years of Comics. It is now on view through November 22nd, and I'm so excited that today we're going to be talking about one of the pieces in the show. So let's get going on to our art discussion. Today we're going to be looking at Steve Rude's piece, Nexus into the Past. And as I said, this piece is actually in our newest exhibition, Wisconsin Funnies, 50 Years of Comics. So let's take a closer look and see some of the details in this piece. There's so much going on, I want to make sure that we look at it all. What are some of the colors that you notice in this piece? We have some very vibrant colors such as red, blue, green, and even a yellowish color. What else do you notice? Do you notice that there's a lot of movement happening in this piece? Not only do we have a spiral that makes us feel like we're falling into the center, we have circle beams that are coming out, as well as having people around the edge, some that even look like they're upside down, which really makes us feel like we're swirling down. What else do you notice? What shapes do you see? Are there any repeating or reoccurring shapes? I feel like there's a lot of circles in this piece. What about you? What else do you notice about the people and some of the details? Do we notice that all of the people have their full body? Or is it just a close-up of their face? Or is it even closer up and we even see someone's eye there right on the right side? What else? What do you think is happening? What's the story behind this piece? There's a lot going on and it really makes you wonder. Any other details that you think might give us clues into the meaning of this piece? So as I said, today's theme is all about comics. So we're going to go and read our story, Mary Had a Little Lizard. And then we're going to come back to this piece to see if we can make any more connections. So let's get going on to our story. Today we're going to read Mary Had a Little Lizard by Kayla Harren. Mary Had a Little Lizard by Kayla Harren, and it is by Sky Pony Press Publishing. For anyone who has questions about the copyright information, they can all be found on this page. In addition, I would like to point out that we are able to read this story through Amazon's free Kindle download program. All of the stories chosen through Mini Masters at Home can all be found on the free ebook list. So let's get on to Mary Had a Little Lizard. One of the great things about this story is that there are no words, so we're going to have to use our imagination to figure out what they're saying as we go. So, Mary woke up and was greeted by her lizard. It looks like they're getting ready to go to school. The lizard's running down, grabbing his leash, and waiting by the door. Oh no, Mary looks like she's not going to be able to take her lizard to school with her. I think the lizard has an idea. He crawled into her backpack. Mary notices the lizard in her backpack on the way to school. She's telling him that he needs to be quiet if he's going to stay in her backpack all day. She puts her backpack in her cubby and tells him to stay right there. Do you think he's going to listen? So off to class she goes. Meanwhile, look at that little lizard. He's gotten into somebody's lunch. And now it looks like he's walking past everyone's feet. Maybe he's even spotted the art supplies. Oh no! The lizard has made quite a mess. And now he's by the teacher and crawled up on her chair Look at all the kids' faces. Even Mary saying no. Oh no, the lizard has jumped into the teacher's hair and she's now covered in paint. It looks like he got sent into the hallway. Or maybe he got sent to the principal's office. It looks like Mary's mom got called to pick him up from school. Meanwhile, Mary can finish out her day at school. The lizard is patiently waiting for Mary to get back from school. And look at him springing into action because he's so excited to see her. And she created all lovely lizard art. And they look happily ever after. The end. Okay, let's go back to our artwork and see if we can make any other connections now. Okay, just like Kayla Harren's book, Mary Had a Little Lizard, Steve Rude is able to draw out a series of events happening all in one picture. There's also no words, so we have to figure out for ourselves what is happening. Can we make any clues as to what you think is happening? What do you think happened after this picture? What do you think caused him to get into this spot? Do you think he's actually falling, or do you think it's just in his mind? We have lots of questions about this piece, don't we? The great thing about comics is it kind of lets you create your own story. Sometimes there's more images, and then they tell the story for themselves. Sometimes we just get a little glimpse into part of it, and we have to figure it out. So for today's art project, we're going to be making our own comics. You can draw part of it, you can draw a whole storyline, it's totally up to you. So when you guys are ready, make sure you finish discussing this artwork and then head on over to our website, wisconsinart.org, for today's art project. I hope to see you there.